Good day to you guys and welcome to another exciting episode here on the Law Farms. My name is Ezekiel. If you are new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Here on the channel, we post things related to rabbit farming and more. So if you have passion, if you have interest in rabbit farming, please do the needful by subscribing to the channel and also hitting the notification bell so that you'll be alerted anytime we drop a video or a post. Okay. So I thought of making a video for my beginning farmers because I've realized that I've had some new farmers that have come onto the family and they are confused as to what they should take into consideration, things they should pay critical attention to in order to start up right and move right. Okay, so this video is purposely meant for my beginning farmers, but however existing farmers too can take few notes because they might have been misled, like I told you in my previous video. I was misled. So we're going to be going over five key things that you should take into consideration before you start rabbit farming. So let's jump right into our first key, which is the passion for the rabbit farming as a business. Now we all know how important passion is when it comes to rabbit farming. It's your passion that is going to drive you when things get hard. Okay, so it's very important you cultivate the passion for it. Even if you don't have the passion for it, develop it by doing more research about the animals. Go visit farms, see how they do certain things. Okay, it's good you learn from these farmers, cultivate the habits of how they run various activities in the rabbit farming, how they handle diseases and all that. Okay, so second would be feeding. Okay, feeding plays a very crucial role. We know that feeding is going to increase your level of production. It's going to give you more bunnies, so it's very good you pay attention to your feeding. And also one thing I tell my farmers is that try to locate some plants around you that can be fed to rabbits. Okay, the reason why I'm saying you should locate these things around you is that if you are relying solely on, let's say, concentrates, or you are relying solely on your pellets, you realize that there is going to be a time where you are going to run out of feed. Okay, because for me, there have been several times where I ran out of feed, and I tend to rely on these leaves, herbs around us. Okay, set things like banana leaf, pawpaw leaf, we have the bitter leaf, then we have herbs like the Tradax and all that. So these are some of the things they need to locate, even if they are not around you, but make sure they are within your location so they can easily source them in case there is a shortage in your concentrates or in your pellets. Okay, you can easily supplement with these, and that's what has kept me going. And I think it's very important young farmers get to know this even before they start. Okay, so I think next would be the housing. Okay, housing plays a crucial role. Okay, and this was the part that I failed. Okay, this was the part that I failed. They didn't enlighten me more, especially when it came to the materials used to build the cages and all that, the wire meshes. So housing plays an important role. You need to consider the length in which the length and breadth of the cage that you're going to house the animal in. The standard cage for one adult rabbit is 2 feet long by 2 feet high. Okay, so my young farmers, please take notes. If you are on a tight budget, at least it should be 2 feet long and 2 feet high, such that when it stretch, it's able to stretch to its maximum without touching the edges of the cages. Okay, and it can equally stand upright to stretch as well. So you need to consider some of these few tips. And also when it comes to the wire mesh, you realize that the most common wire mesh that is around is the half, which is either galvanized or coated. And this wire mesh is very weak and rabbits can easily chew through it. That was what I was advised to go into, and I went into it and I realized that my animals literally chew through everything. I made a new cage and I'm going to leave some footages behind, and you can see that those cages literally look years older. By meanwhile, they are new cages, and these animals chew through it and destroyed everything. So it means this is an extra expense onto me that I'll have to that I have to cater for. So next will be the breeds. Now we all know how important breeds are in when rabbit farming is concerned. You are going to you need to pay much attention to the breeds that you are going to purchase onto your farm. You realize that if you get good breeds, it might take you a longer period to expand, but trust me, it's worth it. Getting the right breeds is worth it. Like I always say, start up right. That's the most important thing. Start up right. Let's say that you plan to go on a budget of 20 does, but you realize that due to the pricing of the animals, you have to purchase 10 does instead. My advice to you is go in for the 10 does. It might cost you, but trust me, it's going to save you a lot of expenses, a lot of cost in the future, okay? And it's equally going to increase your production as well. Some expenses, like let's say mortality rates that you have been spending more drugs on and more treatment on, is going to cut down all those costs. So it's very important you pay attention to the breeds you acquire onto your farm, and also you need to take note of the reason why you are going for those breeds. Whether you are doing it for meat, you are doing it for fur, you need to take those the purpose for which you are acquiring those breeds into consideration, okay? So last will be the management system you employ into the running of your business. Now you need to put in a flexible system in which you can easily use it to feed. You can easily use it to run your business. Sorry, you can easily use it to run your business. Okay, you need to put in let's say you put in a system where you clean the hatches once a week. You realize the rabbits, they poop a lot. They poop a lot. And if you are to leave the cages like that till a week time, you can realize the amount of poop that will be around the cages and all that, and that's going to create room for diseases and all that, which we don't want in our farm. We are trying to minimize it as possible. Here on the No Farm, we prefer to prevent than to treat, because rabbits, being prey animals, their instinct is such a way that they try to keep in any form of diseases that are within them, because in the wild, animals pick on animals that are very weak. They pick on animals that are very weak. So rabbits, that's how they are naturally in the wild. That's how they are. They don't show you the signs of weakness. The time you spot the signs of weakness, they are almost at the point of death. I've had some few rabbits over the weekend that have lost about 2 bunnies, but I think I was able to rectify the problem, and now everything is in order. So it's very good you put in a management system where you can actually deworm, you can actually give them multivitamins, antibiotics, and also once in a while weigh them to kind of ascertain whether you are getting good growth rates as they are transitioning. You are getting a good growth, they are gaining weight and all that. So it's good you put in a good management system. This is equally going to help you in your production process. So guys, all too soon we've gotten to the end of this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two in this video. Please be sure to give us a like. Most importantly, give us a subscription. If you have not subscribed, please go down to the notification bell, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime we post a video or anything like that, okay?